game number 1 between Team TDN from Cambodia and Team RVF Esports from Malaysia.
Take a look at it. Everything seems ordinary right now. Just comes the blast ball from Mercy. There in the XP, just wants to clear up the way, but you can see that he's already being punished by Stars.
Ooh.
On the CC. Crimson with a gank, Abyssal trap placed down, but again, it's Mercy on the losing side. Lethal contested, taken by Phoenix. Blade Surge coming down, Crimson stunned up. I give it over to Soul Sever, flicker in response by Crimson.
So, really good rotations though, right? Coming in from Crimson, already rotating towards the top side. Understanding that Mercy is actually in a losing lane. Meanwhile, Natsu.
Caught on a bad spot again. 1v3, no AOG to escape. Hops and revitalized. And man, the trap gets taken by little Johnny Boy. King Netherite coming down with Electrifying Bistro. Yuri still able to escape for a bit. Gets the taunt, gets the sustained Netherite. Very, very low. Stars looking for the chase. Won't be able to get him. But Phoenix gets the kill in the mid lane against Crimson.
That's already 2 kills traded over for 1 in the first minute of the game, so a lot of action that we're seeing. Meanwhile, Stars still going to be able to take him down, but Mercy's actually putting up a fight. So it isn't as clear cut. We do see the P is rotating towards his top side. I'm wondering whether or not they're aiming for a gank, considering that next neutral objective will be spawning into the top lane. Meanwhile...
Phoenix blinks out. The taunt misses. Phoenix taken down. King Netherite with another kill, equalizing on the board for TDN.
Okay. The setup for the next neutral objective here. King Netherite sitting at 2-0-0 at level 5, already really looking good. A better chance for them to get this neutral objective down. But it seems like Stars, they still want to go for the conquest.
Yeah, it does seem so. Again, King Netherite going on to the orange buff. It's a very slow take for RVF. They need to be the ones to contest it quick because, again, for King Netherite, he's already 2 kills up. He's very comfortable just farming it out. RVF need the advantage. So level lead for King Netherite. And they have Joe Yuri, who can't pop in the Wrath of his Riot. AOG coming down. Phoenix gonna be locked down as well. The taunt comes in, but the Wrath of his Riot locks him down. That's a lot of sustain from Mercy getting out. And it's RVF losing against TDN. King Netherite wants to go for more. Stars, Brave Smite to lock him down and get that healing.
Whoa, 3-for-0 trade, plus they're going to be able to pick up this neutral objective. And that's the story that we're seeing right now. TDN really dominating here this first 2-3 minutes of the game. And surprising, right? Because I thought with the Suyo in the hands of Phoenix, with the CC as well, also with the Belleric, that TDN would have a tougher time around these neutral objectives, but it seems like it's the exact opposite.
You see the full dive, even with the Wrath of the Dryad. This is a flicker Belleric, not a revitalize. You can see that they're just getting out-sustained on top of being bursted down. They are getting out-sustained. In the bottom lane even, Cha is back, not winning out of this matchup. Taunt doesn't land. Cha still able to escape, but Heavenly on the Grangers winning out against the Irithel.
That shouldn't happen. That's a counter. What's going on? Do you think it's the rotations from Natsu?
I think so far, yeah, Natsu has been rotating really, really well, but it's also just TDN individually beating out RVF. Having these winning lanes should be good for the Mercy. Walks up, takes half of Mr. Phoenix's HP and takes control of the jungle for King Netherite, who is again a level ahead. Mercy shoving Stars back to Crimson. Abyssal Arrow not thrown out just yet. Curtain Call baited.
That's a lot of time also wasted from Phoenix, right? Just the poke, even forcing a recall is huge. These minor things that currently Team TDN are doing over to RVF will at some point catch up to them. A 2,200 goal lead, but there's rotations coming in from RVF onto Mercy, but they anticipate that move. It looks like some counterplay from Crimson, but they're not going to commit over it. They're playing it very, very disciplined.
Yeah, so far not too good for RVF. They have lost the entire turret goal down below. They went from 2,000 to now 2,800, and I think it's going to be a turret down below. Look at Natsu's movement. He's zoning everybody away from RVF to get into the gold lane. That's a free turret for nothing. TDN have gotten the job done in the bottom lane. They're gonna go for the turtle as well. Mercy's doing more damage than Stars. Natsu gets a taunt from behind as well. Crimson unable to get the Abyssal Arrow, but this is a free turtle, it seems.
Netherite top lane.
Uh-oh. Dash onto Cha is back. Cha is back, does still have the sprint. TDN have a way to go for the turtle, but instead he's just going for the clear up top.
I'm trying to prioritize protecting that turret instead. Cha's not half health.
Uh-oh, a gank as well. Cha taking down Death Sonata. Heavenly picks up a kill. Mercy zoning Phoenix away in his own jungle. Shoots him down a bit. Heavenly picking up the scraps. Good recovery from Phoenix there. But again, for TDN, this is a massive win in the early game.
I think they lingered a little too long there, right? Lingered a little too long. No information as well from the rest of the team. No efforts as well to open up the map to prevent the gank from happening. Coordination could be a little bit better for RBF. And it looks like, once again, Natsu has to be careful still with his positioning, despite them having the better advantage in terms of positioning over the neutral objective. 1v1 in the top lane, forcing a recall from Ties back.
Yeah, Heavenly winning that skirmish once again. Joyuri taking control of the turtle. They're jumping in. AOG coming down with Retribution as well. Electrifying Beats now caught in the Raptor's right. It's taunted down. That's a taunt over to King Netherite, who's still able to escape for now. Phoenix unable to get the Soul Sever. Joyuri chasing him down in the bottom lane. It's a missile arrow landing onto P. King Netherite with another dash, getting out again. Jumping towards P, who is going to be taken low by Crimson. The Queller not landing. Netherite chased down by Stars, another dash, but finally he will be taken out. But there's another turret that falls to the hands of Heavenly.
That's the thing, right? You win the neutral objective battle, but if you lose the structures in the side lanes, that's still gonna get you. King Netherite does get taken down though eventually. That was a shutdown picked up by Stars. 2-0-2 right now, doing pretty well on the CC. Should be able to get to the items as well to have a little bit more say in terms of damage onto the frontliners coming in from TDN. But all the while, it seems like the gold lead is still handled by TDN for the first 7 minutes.
And it's only going to build. Heavenly will constantly be scaling here. He has the Sky Piercer already, the Hunter Strike, and he's actually up onto a Malefic Roar. So he has a 3-item power spike very early in the game. And we get to see, I believe, a highlight, a replay of the turtle fight.
As you can see here, all the members, bro.
Yep, they go for the turtle. They were able to get the Raptor to try it. It's all about taking control.
Exactly.
And I think
that's what I was gonna say.
I think TDN, right? They didn't engage before Joyuri took his position. You gotta look for those openings before Joyuri enters.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as you can see here, these teams, TDN, gonna be looking for the push. I think they're just buying a little bit of time here. Technically, they don't have to rush anything too much. They can wait around, try to set up for the Lord. That is already spawned into the Land of Dawn here. King Netherite at level 12, compared to Phoenix, who's also caught up in levels, by the way. So that's something that we do need to highlight. And the fact that Phoenix is on the Suyo should give the Suyo a little bit of a better time in terms of the Retribution, no?
Yep, with the Soul Sever, it acts as a second Retribution. So technically you have 2 Retributions on your hand here. But TDN have the control. And really, the big threat getting into the late game is Heavenly. He already has that Malefic Roar, like I mentioned earlier. He's building towards a BOD currently. Luckily, no Sky Piercer stack, but there are on the Lord.
They're letting it go.
Natsu jumping back. Oh, the pull engage on Ty is back. Heavenly and King Netherite still able to escape, but King Netherite will be taken down by the Yo-Yo. Joyuri with the Raptor try it now. As Phoenix walks up with the Red Tree, but Mercy still gets it down. Natsu jumping back in. Heavenly gunning them down. 1-shot, 2-shot double for Heavenly.
That's a 4-for-1 trade, ladies and gentlemen. A triple kill from Heavenly, and this is the exact player that you were highlighting all this time. And now, with 4 kills under his belt, it's gonna be a disaster for RVF. Crimson already zoning out P. The only one left standing. Luckily, Cha is back. The shields are gonna be popped in even before the Lord marches down. So it's looking good for TDN. A 4,000 gold lead. Crimson gonna be able to take away the purple buff as well as the Lord marches down in the bottom lane.
I don't know if you heard Ranger Amas on the Indonesian desk, but he just said Mercy saved the day for TDN. And yes, it was Mercy who saved the day. Another arrow landing. Crimson on point today on the arrows. Another one almost landing on P again. Natsu with a taunt. That's an Abyssal Arrow onto Joyuri. They still have the Holy Defense as a charge with the First Lord into the bottom lane base turret. Still a defense for RVF.
Inhibitor turrets are still standing, and that's best case scenario. King Netherite going to be able to pick up the turret in the top lane. Meanwhile, whoa, Venus gets dived on. Let's have his health. And that's also a turret taken down.
Uh-oh, Phoenix taken very low. Again, a base turret with the First Lord. It's not unheard of with the new patch, but still, with the Holy Defense, you would expect RVF to keep their turrets alive. Now that the base turret has been taken down in the bottom lane, that's the far lane that TDN can constantly control.
So it is going to be something that TDN can utilize to their benefit, because the lane will automatically, naturally be crashing for them against RVF. And that's just another layer that RVF needs to think about. Homework, housekeeping, the minions. Because a single side lane push is all it takes for Team TDN to take this game 1.
Playing back safe. Just trying to zone RVF away from the mini waves, right? Freezing the waves, playing with the gold lead, waiting for the Lord to spawn in again. 49 seconds, and depleting RVF of all their resources. Purple buff taken again, stolen by Netherite.
No jungle. Some of the lanes are being frozen as well, so they have to get into a position where it's not as comfortable. Open for ganks. 7,000 gold lead now. King Netherite level 15. Phoenix lagging behind now, so there is a 2-level gap. I don't know how RVF are supposed to play this.
RVF are supposed to have control in the early game. They're supposed to have so much control that Joyuri could always just put himself down around these neutral objectives. But now that he's so high, 6,000 to be exact, it's really tough for him to open up the map without getting poked. Crimson has been doing a good job at poking. Heavenly has just completed the BOD that I was talking about earlier. He's been doing all that damage without the BOD. Now, pay attention to the Death Sonatas. They're gonna be a problem for RVF.
Another thing that they have to worry about, alongside all the lockdown crowd control. 1v1, by the way, King Netherite and Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix solo kill. Mercy bringing in Mr. Stars back, and it's a shot down for Heavenly with a Death Sonata. P zoned away by the Abyssal Arrow. It is a disaster for RVF. 2 for 1. It's a free Lord for TDN.
2 for 1 trade, but remember, with a man up, with Heavenly already doing that much damage, they're going to be able to blitz out the Lord. And there it is, a free Lord over for TDN in this 12th minute of the game, touching that 13th point. What is to do? All they can hope for is the clear coming in from Chai's back. Would you say high ground is good for P as well?
No, it's not that good. No, for P, just single target damage for the most part.
They got range.
The range advantage for TDN is going to be massive here as we get into the siege. Again, they have a Death Sonata to play with. They have an Abyssal Arrow to play with. And then on top of that, the AOG can really come from nowhere, right? So if you do get hit by an Abyssal Arrow, no one's going to be there to save you. You get hit by it, an Abyssal Arrow flies by, and you're dying, bro.
First game of this best-of-3 series. The Abyssal Arrow keeps landing, and
look at that damage with the Death Sonata and the Rhapsody in the bottom lane. The Lord is here as well. Phoenix able to clear away. Percy jumping onto 3, getting an Abyssal Arrow onto Joyuri as the AOG lands on him. Revitalize. He is dead though. Natsu a bit too aggressive. And for TDN, it's a blunder.
Oh. We were saying what they were waiting for. They're waiting on for a mistake coming from TDN, and it finally comes. 2 members taken down. They're still able to save their mid inhibitor turrets and their top inhibitor turrets. So again, it's still best case scenario. Uh-oh, Stars though.
Uh-oh, King Netherite not brave enough to go for the electrifying beats. Whoa, Chai's back! Forcing Heavenly back, and now we finally get to see the Irithel online, looking for those plays.
I wonder what the itemization on the Irithel is. Are they far? Can we full item it?
Not too sure yet. You're gonna have to look back here. GDS. So yeah, he's very, very close to reaching the full item mark.
Fast Claws, Berserker Fury, GDS.
Yep. And also the Wind Talker. So just waiting on one more penetration item. Could be a Melphic Roar, could be a Melphic Gun.
Right. Now the option for them to come back is actually right before our eyes here. Crimson still being a nuisance, gathering that the Abyssal Arrows are still landing, opening up map, opening up vision, so are the traps. I think that's one of the main things that I dislike about the Selena. Vision. The traps always giving additional information without them having to face check is always something that they can utilize. Especially now that the Lord Dance is imminent. 18 seconds left for the next Lord to spawn in. It looks like they are going to be prioritizing this top lane more so than anything.
So waiting for the next neutral objective, the Lord will be spawning again. Still an enhanced Lord, no evolved Lord until the 18th minute of the game. Stars picks up an Athena shield, already has it, but it gets procced by King Netherite. Now looking for the control over the neutral objective, TDN. This is going to be tougher as we get into the late game for them. P has been scaling. Cha is back, is online. Oh, actually, his last item is going to be a Rose Gold Meteor, so no penetration. Abyssal Arrow lands. Phoenix getting poked down. That Sonata's constantly coming down from Heavenly. Another Abyssal Arrow is out of range.
That's the poke, right? From the Selena, from the Granger as well, and get them low enough, forcing them to recall. That's already game over. They're zoned out. Oh, what?
Free Lord over. Mercy jumping in. AOG coming down as well. Stars isolated from the team. No one goes onto him though. Mercy will deal the final blow. No, he won't. Stars gets away still. Abyssal Arrow. Crimson lands the shot. And now it's Heavenly to look for the cleanup. Natsu again though, overextending. Netherite jumping into the back. Will be stunned again. Netherite. Way too aggressive. Punished by Joyuri and P.
Unfortunate, right? They already got the Lord. They didn't necessarily have to overcommit into the siege before the Lord spawns, and now they're gonna have to push with only 3 members. Phoenix going in aggressive, still able to get out. Again, the Abyssal Trap does connect. Cha is back, has to be careful here. That's Crimson and Heavenly. As the Lord marches in, I don't think they can get full value out of this.
They can't get any value. The Lord is in the bottom lane. The wave on top has been cleared out by Phoenix. Literally, this is actually an advantage for RVF. They're getting gold, they're getting minions shoved into them, and TDN have just failed at sieging the base of RVF.
I think they're getting hasty with their decisions, right? Either earlier on, King Netherite went in a little too deep. Maybe getting to that 17th minute, 18th minute of the game, they want to end it as fast as they can. Understanding what you mentioned too, right? P scaling, Cha is back, scaling. They already had the advantage, but they're starting to lose control here. And the more mistakes that they make, the more possible it is for RVF to come back and win and lead this best of 3 series 1-0. Because the gold lead is starting to not matter, right? 3,600?
Yep. I mean, at this point of the game, it's an evolved Lord. Anyone who gets this Lord, I think, will just have a crazy advantage to end the game. I think even for, especially for RVF, the momentum could just swing back in their favor, and they could play around for the end. For TDN, once they get the Lord, they should really start playing with the Lord, right? They've just been going for Lords, getting it, and then going through these engages alone.
Overcommitting, making mistakes here and there. It's a contest for the purple buff. Phoenix will still be able to get his hands on it. That's a little bit of value that RVF picked up in this 19th minute.
Again, slow gameplay for them. They know they have the lead still. They have a base turret in the bottom lane. There's no real reason to rush for TDN. They can play as long as they want. So forever hold this lead until RVF somehow maybe are able to steal the Lord, or maybe if they get like a wipeout going, then the momentum will shift.
Orange buff already taken in by King Netherite. That's something that they are not going to be able to utilize in their next upcoming fight, especially for Chai's back.
Wind of Nature. Heavenly. Pops in the wind, buys the immortality. I think it was a bit of a miscalculation by him.
Maybe a misclick, maybe the jitters. But now the neutral objective is all that matters.
I don't know about that. Netherite is jumping onto Joyuri. Doesn't have the immortality. Curtain call comes in. Netherite way too aggressive. Punish. Mercy will be taken down as well. RVF turn it around on him. Charge back though was taken down. Phoenix going to be taken very low as well. Heavenly going for the shots. One more shot, finds it. Heavenly looking for the triple. Gets taken very low. Buys the rose gold. Meteor. Heavenly item swapping and getting the last shot to wipe RVF Esports out. That is a maniac.
That was nearly a disaster for TDN with King and Netherite being taken down before the Lord take. But Heavenly turns it all around and is the MVP for game number 1 as TDN lead this series. It's match point.
Match point for
Cambodia.
TDN. For RVF,